Welcome back, everyone, to another. Well, no, this isn't another new episode. This is a new series. I'm outside, so I have no idea how the sound's going to turn out, but I guess we'll find out. This new series is called 18 Volt Prepper. It's a thing I made up the other day while I was out augering giant holes in the ground to plant a fence for garden number 4. So before we get into that, we'll do some house cleaning. It's National Preparedness Month, and so I talked to somebody and they had a really good idea of putting bunker codes on sale. So bunker codes is going to be on sale for the rest of National Preparedness Month, and so I'm going to reach out to people and let them know that. So that's a really good. It's funny that idea was at the tip of my mind, and then for some reason I dismissed it, and then it was gone. And then as soon as someone brought it up, it was just so obvious. So I'm really excited about that. There's always a bummer putting things on sale, because it's like, well, a couple people bought it and it wasn't on sale, and now it is, and unfortunately I don't know how to really reconcile that. So that's item number 1. Item number 2, the P&W Affliction album number 2 is about to come out. It's rendering now, and I'll set it to load tomorrow or something. So I'm excited about that. I'm probably not going to do another album, even though the first one was really good and it was really well received by a handful of people. It never got any traffic more than a couple of folks, so the algorithm doesn't like it. I'm going to do a second one anyway because the albums are a lot of fun, but I don't think I'm going to do a third one because there's just no traffic there to get my view time up. The art book is also really close to being done, so that's probably going to be out in the next couple weeks too, just in time for the weather to change. The homesteading will basically be ready to go dormant by then too, and I'm going to spend the rainy months writing, so I'm really excited about that. So housekeeping complete.
Coming to ramble about power tools as best as he can. Please welcome the 18-volt prepper man. None of this is advice about anything that happened in a parallel universe.
What is the 18-volt prepping series going to be about? Well, throughout the years, through gift cards and putting things on easy pay with no interest on them, I've managed to slowly accumulate 18-volt Ryobi batteries and 18-volt Ryobi tools, as a lot of you know, because you've seen some of my silly videos. Some of those Ryobi tools work really well. Some of them are okay and very situational, and some don't really work at all. And basically accumulated these tools on no budget. And at the same time, my brother's been doing the same thing, except he's been doing it with 40 volt instead of 18 volt, though I doubt I can get him to do any videos. The point is like, we still did it as a team, the idea being 40 volts better suited for some things, 18 volts better suited for others. And even though I would have rather done 24 volt, which there's some tools that are, some brands do 24 volt, which is what my journey had originally started with. I really don't know why, but 18 volt seemed to be, that must have been like the lowest viable, maybe, with 40 being like the highest viable until they just go to 60, but 60s are usually built in. So what's this series going to be about? I want to go through the tools kind of one by one and explain kind of like my reasoning and mindset behind like prepping batteries in general, because if the grid's down, you're still going to have work to do. In the last several giant fuel spikes, you got to run chainsaws, you got to run lawnmowers and all that, and you're not going to be getting fuel. Either fuel prices are up, or if power's out there, they don't have generators, they're not going to be pumping fuel. And certainly everyone says generators XYZ, it's like, well, generators also need fuel. So I had imagined all of this ages and ages and ages ago, and unfortunately battery tech wasn't there yet, where like if I wanted to work off grid, how many batteries would I need to be able to just cycle through batteries and work all day? How much solar does that take? How many big batteries to keep the small batteries? Blah 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 blah. And the tech wasn't there, but finally with Ryobi, and obviously a couple others. By the way, this isn't sponsored by Ryobi. That just happens to be the one I went with, because the One Plus series just makes it really easy to stock up on batteries and be future proofed. And but if Ryobi, if you want to sponsor me, not to throw shade, but part of the reason why I'm doing this, side note, is I am not at all impressed with the people that Ryobi sponsors. I haven't seen any yet that are particularly ever seem to tell me the things I need. So I live on a multiple acre homestead now, thanks to a lot of support and prayers, and it's given me the opportunity to just like burn through 18-volt tools like there's no tomorrow. And part of what led me to this as well is just the open mockery and disdain for DIYing in general. Well, I have a Milwaukee. It's like, that's cool. Do you live next to like a Snap-on tool truck that just gives you everything for free? Well, you're just a DIYer. I'm professional grade. Like, you're also just going to burn through your tools. So it doesn't matter if it's a Milwaukee. You're going to like be burning through your tools. Because if you're really, really, really using your tools, you're going to be burning through them. And I was talking to a friend of mine, you know who you are, that weird realization where it's like, you're going to be burning through blades, you're going to be burning through bits, you're going to be burning through tools. And you have to, those are all things that you have to factor in. And those are all things that I have factored in. So while I don't have, 200 Ryobi tools, I've got several. Now I've accumulated. My most recent accumulation was an auger. And like, for example, I was at a garage sale and someone sold us a leaf blower for $20. And like, I saw they're selling like air compressors for like $20 or like, and being able to blow up your tires on your vehicle, air up your tires on your vehicle is good. So sometimes they just have sales where they're practically giving these things away, and if you have the batteries, they practically give the tools away. So for the purposes of prepping, if you go to Ryobi, for example, and just click on tool only, you'll see that the tools they practically throw them away. I've seen many Ryobi tools where they're practically giving them away. So my friend got me onto a lot of this, and I figured out how to make it work for myself too. So I'll just throw out there just throughout the years. I've got a pole saw, a leaf blower, like I said, a lawnmower, and these all run on 18 volt. What else? My brain's like spacing out. An auger, and 2 different types of weed whackers, and there's a third type that I'm looking at, which is really frustrating, but whatever. And so I kind of want to go. I've by no means made like perfect decisions. I've just kind of gone with what I've known and what I've needed at the time and what was available at the time. So there's some things that I would do different, and there's some ones that I suggest avoiding. And what I'm thinking of doing is a different, quote unquote, like 18 volt prepper episode for like each tool. And it's not going to particularly be high quality audio. I don't have a cool Bluetooth mic or Wi-Fi mic or whatever. I don't have a GoPro at all. My videos, I'm lucky if they get like 10 views. So it's not going to be great quality. It's just going to be me rambling. But I want to go through each of the tools I have again after just kind of like running them through the gauntlet. And this is going to kind of be the intro episode, to be kind of explaining it all. So if the whole concept of 18 volt prepping is interesting to you, I've got lots of like little teeny tiny tools. Ryobi just has like a million things. There's one you plug in and it's just got like some USB ports. I've got one of those that was only like a couple bucks. So if you're interested in the different ways to charge them and how long it takes to charge them, it's not going to be ultra scientific, but I've definitely ran them through way more abuse than I think they were designed. And so I have a lot to offer, I think. So if any of that interests you, the concept of like 18 volt prepping, leave a comment down below, and I'll do like one of these a week or something. They're going to be kind of like filler in between my bunker cast episodes, and they're going to be really short. They aren't going to be any longer than this. People don't have any attention span, and my retention drops off after like 2 minutes anyway, so getting my watch time is going to be impossible. But a couple people have asked for more regular schedule, and bunker codes production, or bunker cast production, is pretty intense. But this I think is just going to be a little bit more manageable for in between stuff. So if there's any Ryobi tools you're interested in that you think would be really good for homesteading, let me know too, and I can give you my opinions and my feedback. And if this does great, maybe this will blow up and be a really cool thing someday. It'd be cool to have like a rototiller. Like try the 18. I don't even know if they make an 18 volt rototiller. They make something kind of like it. It's really interesting. I guess I'll close with this. It's really interesting seeing Ryobi going through a lot of this. Oh, and I've got two different Ryobi drills and like a Gen 1 Ryobi skill saw that somebody gave me because they didn't like it or something. So, and I didn't have any kind of a saw. And I've got a lot of things that I want to try, but anyway, it's been interesting seeing Ryobi trying to solve a lot of the 18 volt limitations. Like, I actually think there's not an 18 volt rototiller. I think it's kind of maybe sort of like an auger rototiller combination. I'm not sure, but anyway, if you're interested in any of this, let me know. I'm going to do my best to keep these short. So I'm going to cut this one here. I'm going to try to keep these under 20 minutes. So, yeah. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, smash the like button, do all the things that makes the YouTube algorithm happy. And check out Bunker Codes. It should be on sale anytime now through the month of September 2024. And I think what I'll do is I'll start putting Bunker Codes on sale every September, since it's National Preparedness Month. Anyway, that's Chance, and I'll talk to y'all later. The success of this little series is going to depend on all of you. So if you actually care about this series, leave a comment down below if you listen to the whole thing, because I tell you what, the watch hours of these indicate that nobody's really interested. So if you are, let me know, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.